His audacity pissed Carolina off, and she hadn't been in a good mood to start with. The sound of a would-be intruder made Yeti raise his big head from the pillow and look her way. She didn't have to be a pet psychic to read his mind. How rude. How rude indeed. Carolina reached for the pistol she was used to keeping locked up, then remembered it was holstered at her hip. It still seemed odd to wear it on her person in the van that served as her home. The world's deadliest fashion accessory. Paranoid even. But it comforted her. She didn't bother to ensure it was loaded. She knew it was. "You stay," she told Yeti, who had no qualms with the command and paid her little attention as she moved to the sliding door, curled her slender fingers around the latch, and opened it to the world. She dropped onto the hard earth, then closed and locked the door. On the chance the man had ill intentions, she did not mind risking her own life, but the dog's was off limits. The creep must have heard the clatter and appeared at the back panel, examining her with uncertain eyes. "Are you Carolina McKay?" he asked. "No, I'm her stunt double." His mild confusion shifted, and he tried to smile but failed. "I'm sorry for gawking," he apologized. "I guess it's just, you're not what I expected." She didn't like the way he was ogling her. And what was that? "I suppose I don't know." He shifted his right hand behind his back, reaching for something. A gun. That was her first thought, and her hand went to her own firearm. "Don't do anything stupid," she warned. The man rose his hand over his head like an outlaw in a bad western, fingers wagging, overly dramatic. "He's screwing with me." Now his smile became successful, triumphant. He knew he'd gotten her, and he liked it. "Don't shoot me, miss. I ain't done nothing wrong." Then he laughed, a coarse sound full of phlegm. Carolina was no longer scared, but her annoyance grew like weeds in humid weather. "Listen, whoever you are, I came out here for peace and quiet, and you're spoiling both. So, get on with telling me why you're here or fuck off." Chapter 2. Dark, leathery skin hung from the man's face and arms in hollow folds, like a balloon that had been stretched to its breaking point before someone let the air out. The way his red and white checkered shirt and jeans popped out around his midsection, Carolina suspected there were copious amounts of that same excess skin lurking underneath his clothes. It was the type of look usually sported by people who'd undergone weight loss surgery. The kind where they slice you open, hack away at your stomach until it's the size of a ping pong ball, then send you on your merry way. But this man hadn't needed surgery to lose his weight. He'd done it the hard way. Cyrus Mankey spat a mouthful of blood into the dirt, and Carolina stared at it, mesmerized. Mixed in with the plasma were coarse bits of tissue, black chunks of impending death. She reminded herself to bury it or toss it into the river before letting Yeti out of the van. The last thing she needed was the dog gobbling up the rotting insides of this strange man. "My son ain't perfect, but who is?" When Cyrus spoke, his words drew Carolina's attention back to his face. A thin line of red drool snaked its way through the stubble on his chin before disappearing into the folds of his neck and getting lost. His eyes were pale green, the color of foliage at the end of the season when all the chlorophyll was spent. He stood a little over 6 feet tall, straight and proud despite his condition. He wore his thick salt and pepper hair slicked back, greaser style. Although